Welcome back here to Mountain Connections. Right now, I'm very excited to have some awesome guests with us here in studio, and they're here to announce the partnership between two amazing organizations. The first is Live Like Sam, and the other is the Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation. And with that, we have Ron Jackenthal, who's the founder of Live Like Sam, and Colin Hilton, who is the president of the Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation. Gentlemen, how are you doing today?
Good morning.
Very good.
Hi,
Great.
Excellent. Thank you so very much for coming in. And before we get into the partnership and this great announcement between the two of you, let's learn a little bit more about Live Like Sam. Tell me about how this organization started, Ron.
Sure. So Sam, my son, passed away in a ski accident 3 years ago in Australia. Incredible athlete. But what separated Sam from many was not just his athletic ability, but was really the way he treated people and treated himself and the character he had for himself and for the community.
So it went way beyond just, as you said, just being an athlete. It was about being multifaceted in every sense of the word, being a good, upstanding person.
Exactly. And so for 3 years, we had raised money for scholarships in the community, which we still continue to do. But about 6 months ago, I started to spend time with leaders in the industry, Colin, folks from US Ski Team, other nonprofits and educators in the community. And what we really realized is that there's so much emphasis on the podium and competition. There's a lack of emphasis on quality and character. So sportsmanship, how to treat others, inclusivity, bullying's become a big issue in the community. And we started to really peel the onion back and look at Sam's characteristics. And what showed it for a lot of people was Sam represented such positivity around these type of topics that we went down a path of creating education and curriculum around things like sportsmanship and inclusivity and positivity. And that led us to partnerships with folks like Colin and the Olympic Legacy Foundation.
And Colin, you guys at the Olympic Legacy Foundation obviously deal with a ton of Olympians, and I think that, as you said, one of the major focuses has always been on the athletic side, but I think something that we overlook a lot of the time is that a lot of these Olympians are also great people as well, and that their experience through sport has shaped them into being these great people that they are, which is something that's fantastic. And sport in general has the capability of doing that, and we should focus on that aspect of sport.
That's right. And you know, I think all too often we hear these stories of Olympians and champions who go on to do these great things in jobs and life after being a competitive athlete, and we all talk about their inner drive and their motivations that they have in a regular workplace. And we, in my opinion, that becomes, they look back and they look at the programs they were in as they developed as a youth or development level program, and that's where their character was built, and that's where these attributes get developed. And I think for our Legacy Foundation, sure, we're all about keeping well-maintained these world-class Olympic venues, but more important is the programs that we offer and the partnerships that we have with organizations and how we develop youth and how we develop these life lessons through sport. And I think this partnership with Ron and the Live Like Sam Foundation is a perfect example of we share this common vision that there's more to youth programs than just developing athletics. And developing the whole person is what we're after.
Absolutely. I think that's the biggest takeaway from sport. I love that's even a possibility there, and it seems like this was just such an organic and natural partnership for you guys at the Olympic Legacy Foundation. And for you guys at Live Like Sam, how does this partnership with the Legacy Foundation change you guys as an organization? Does it, what assets does it add to you guys?
Well, first of all, it definitely helps with the validation that we're on the right path. The Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation is a substantive organization. They run 3 very large venues. There's a big push towards the 2030 Olympics. And gotta get that plug in.
Gotta get that plug for
sure. Yeah, I think it gives us access to real estate. It gives us access to all the teams that compete and train at the Park City facility, at the Soldier Hall facility, in Kearns. It gives us the ability to go into some of the different communities that the Collins organization plays a major role in and bring education to, whether it's the underserved, whether it's competitive athletes, or everything in between. So for us, we're excited about where this is going to lead. It gives us a great opportunity to make an impact in a number of these communities, both competitive and elite athletes, and really community-wide.
Excellent. And how can people get involved with Live Like Sam if they hear that they want their child to get involved with this curriculum? If there's an athlete watching that wants to get involved, what can they do to do so?
Well, the first thing I would suggest is going to the website, which is livelikesam.org, and joining. So there's a way you can go on there, you can put in your name and your email, and that'll give you access to the news that we have and the social media, which is fairly robust.
Okay.
And with that, there's programs. So we've got programs with various partnerships. So one of them is Woodward, and we are giving away a $1,500 camp.
That's huge.
Where we've extended the deadline for application to next Friday, but kids can go on, they can apply, they can write an essay. A lot of the partnering we're doing in the community are folks or giving kids the opportunity to communicate, like, how do they live like Sam? How do they live a bigger life? How do they give back in their community and pay it forward? But in this particular instance, a week from today, we'll start reviewing applications, and some kid will win a $1,500 week at camp in California.
What an amazing experience. Definitely something that they will not forget. And how can people learn a little bit more about the Utah Olympic Legacy Foundation and get involved there as well?
You know, that's part of our hallmark. It's not just for elite athletes up at the Olympic Park and the other facilities that we operate. There's something for everyone. And so go to our website, come to our facilities, come support these dynamic athletes that are training every day in winter sport, all ages, all ability levels. And for me, the partnership with the Live Like Sam Foundation, Sam epitomizes these awesome traits that I'm excited that we can incorporate the CARE principles to drive that inner motivation, build confidence, be grateful to your coaches, and
Absolutely.
be able to say thank you, and all of these attributes that sometimes get overlooked. And that's what excites me about our partnership.
What a great partnership, really. It seems like you guys are going to benefit each other so well. Thank you both for coming on. We really appreciate it and sharing the news. I encourage you to head to both of their websites to check them out. And also, if you want a chance to possibly win a scholarship to head over to Woodward in California this summer, you can head to livelikesam.org. There you can put in an application. But I encourage you to apply in general. There's so many great lessons that you or your child athlete can learn from this organization. We'll be right back with much more right here on Mountain Connections.